Growing up in the United States as a child of Japanese immigrants, Sodom often felt like he didn't quite fit in. Despite being born in the United States to Japanese immigrant parents, he felt a strong connection to his heritage and was fascinated by the traditional samurai culture. Sodom's love for Japanese culture began at a young age, when his parents, who were immigrants from Japan, introduced him to the traditional art of sushi making. Fascinated by the intricate preparation and presentation of each dish, Sodom spent countless hours perfecting his own sushi-making skills. Sodom was an exceptional athlete and had a natural talent for high-octane activities. His summers were spent by the lake, where he learned to water ski and perform daring stunts on the water. As he grew older, he discovered that his natural athleticism and fearlessness translated well to other activities, including driving big trucks. Sodom spent countless hours behind the wheel, honing his skills and pushing the limits of what was possible on the open road. As he delved deeper into Japanese culture, Sodom discovered the beautiful world of ukiyo-e art, which depicted scenes of everyday life in vibrant colors and intricate detail. He was captivated by the way the art captured the essence of Japan's unique spirituality and way of life. In his pursuit of a deeper understanding of Japanese culture, Sodom also became interested in martial arts, particularly the traditional samurai culture. Sodom's love for martial arts began at a young age when he was introduced to the world of mixed wrestling. As a self-taught martial artist, Sodom spent countless hours practicing and perfecting his skills, with a particular focus on the yite, a traditional weapon used by Japanese police officers. However, he became disenchanted with the modernization and westernization of Japan and felt that his ancestral homeland had lost its true identity and values. Determined to restore the samurai way of life, Sodom left the United States and traveled to Japan, where he immersed himself in the study of traditional Japanese culture and continued to hone his martial arts skills. While wandering the streets of Tokyo, Sodom stumbled upon a group of street performers who were putting on a mixed wrestling demonstration. He was immediately captivated by their unique style, which blended traditional Japanese techniques with modern American flair. Sodom approached the performers and begged them to teach him their ways. They recognized his talent and dedication and took him under their wing, training him in their unique blend of martial arts and wrestling. While exploring the bustling streets of Tokyo, Sodom discovered a hidden gem, a small sushi bar with a collection of rare ukiyo-e prints adorning the walls. He struck up a conversation with the owner and learned about the rich history behind each print. As he savored each bite of sushi and admired the beautiful art, Sodom felt a deep connection to Japan's spiritual heritage. Inspired by this newfound appreciation for Japanese culture, he developed a new persona, donning a suit of armor made from scrap metal and taking to the streets of Japan to fight for justice and defend the weak. He wore tabi and zori, samurai gauntlets, blue jeans, body armor, and a samurai kabuto with a mask which obscured his facial features entirely. Sodom quickly gained a reputation as a feared and respected figure, with his fame spreading beyond Japan's borders. He eventually made his way back to the United States, where he continued to promote his unique blend of Japanese and American identity through his mixed wrestling career. As he gained more recognition in the mixed wrestling circuit, Sodom caught the attention of the Street Fighter tournament, where he saw an opportunity to showcase his skills and spread his message of cultural fusion and honor. During combat, Sodom's attire became a reflection of his unique blend of cultures. He wore tabi and zori, traditional Japanese footwear, to maintain his connection to his Japanese roots. He also wore samurai gauntlets, which symbolized his commitment to the samurai way of life. Blue jeans and body armor represented his American upbringing and love for high-octane activities. But it was his samurai kabuto with a mask that truly set him apart from his opponents. The mask obscured his facial features entirely, giving him an air of mystery and power. It was a symbol of his dedication to the samurai code of honor. Despite his dedication to promoting cultural fusion and honor, Sodom had a fierce competitive streak that burned deep within him. He despised losing, not just because it meant defeat, but because it felt like a betrayal of his ancestral roots and the samurai code of honor. However, Sodom's intense drive to win sometimes led him to employ unorthodox tactics and questionable moves, which drew criticism from some of his opponents and fans. But to Sodom, it was all part of the fight. He saw each match as a battle not just for victory, but for the preservation of his cultural identity and the samurai way of life. Losing a fight felt like a personal failure to Sodom, as if he had let down not just himself, but his ancestors and the entire culture he represented. He was fueled by a deep desire to prove himself and show the world the strength and beauty of Japanese martial arts and culture. Despite his unorthodox approach and somewhat questionable tactics, Sodom remained a passionate defender of his unique blend of martial arts and wrestling, fighting tirelessly to promote understanding and respect between the two cultures. As Sodom entered adulthood, he found himself drawn to a different path. He became a high-ranking member of the notorious Mad Gear Gang, a criminal organization that controlled much of Metro City's underground activity. However, Sodom's position within the Mad Gear Gang was not without its challenges. He constantly faced threats from rival gangs and law enforcement officials, and his fierce loyalty to the Mad Gear Gang often put him at odds with his own values. Based on the provided story, Sodom can be classified as neutral good because he strives to promote cultural fusion and honor while also possessing a strong sense of justice and fairness. Sodom fights for justice and defends the weak, and his ultimate goal is to preserve the samurai way of life and honor his ancestral roots. He has a fierce competitive streak, but he believes that winning is not just about victory, but also about preserving cultural identity and values. He is willing to learn from others and has a deep appreciation for Japanese culture and spirituality, as seen in his love for sushi, ukiyo-e art, and traditional martial arts. Although he sometimes employs unorthodox tactics in his fights, his intention is not to harm others but to prove his worth and preserve the values he holds dear. Overall, Sodom's actions and beliefs align with the neutral good alignment.